Yo, what is up, Brez? It is your boy Guppy Boy 9 Thizzy, aka the Hentai God. Back at y'all with another figure review. And yes, I know I promised y'all the Flame Toys Furai RC review, but before we get into that thick baddie mecha queen RC, Brez, we got to take a dive into the past. We got to take a dive into the past to look at the first thick baddie queen from this line that gave us this beauty right here. And Brez, it's a lot we got to go over. Because, yes, this figure is like a year old, or this model kit is like a year old. And I know y'all gonna be like, man, dang, why are you just now reviewing this? Brez, we gotta, before we can appreciate this right here, we gotta remember what started it off. And yes, it's a couple things I wanted to talk about with this one. Brez, this kit is so beautiful, and I'm moving the accessories to the side. This kit is so beautiful and groundbreaking for other model kit, like for model kits, that it's like, I don't really have words to describe it. It's just, when this is something that when I first seen, I said to myself, man, I got to have it. I gotta have it. I gotta buy it. And when I got my hands on it, and Brez, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, this thing was a long build the first time I got it. And I will let y'all know I do have two of this queen. Two of this baddie. I did some modifications to my first one. The reason why I got two is mainly because, like most model kits, you know, stuff is gonna loosen up over time. And model kits, because of the plastic being a little bit more flimsy and fragile than most regular action figures, I know there's a chance that one day it could break. And I knew this figure was gonna, or this kit was gonna be high up there in price. So I said to myself, man, I got to get two of these. So yes, this right here is the first one I built. This is the second one I just recently built to prep myself for the RC, which is this beautiful queen right here. So yes, I built the second one to prep myself for building RC because I knew I had her on the way. And on top of that, I figured I wanted to give y'all a review of this figure because of how beautiful it is, for those of y'all who may not have it but may want it. Okay, now, as y'all know, this kit has caused quite the controversy over the past year or two because of, and I'm gonna move this one, the second one, to the side and review the first one because the joints are a lot more slicker on this one. But yeah, because of those cheeks, Brez, she's caused some controversy. And yeah, she's falling over. She's caused some controversy over the past 2 years because the artists, I can't think of their name, but let's just say when they first designed this, like this figure, the prototype was double cheeked up on an average Tuesday. And Brez, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. After seeing that like them early prototypes, I love this figure, but I want them to go back. And but then again, Hasbro probably gotta approve it because they're the reason why we got this. But man, I ain't gonna lie, yo, I want Flame Toys to release, if they can't release the, like a model kit of the first version, at least give us like give us like an accessory pack or something like that, like some like a kit pack, like a kit, like a kit to, like, so we can swap things around. But I don't see that happening. I think we would probably need a like an extra model kit, like a whole new model kit. But yes, that. I want that first prototype of this figure because it looked so beautiful. But because Karens are Karens and gotta complain about everything, they ended up like changing the design. But that did not change the fact that we still got a baddie, like a baddie of the Transformers, a good figure with articulated butt cheeks. Not only articulated butt cheeks, but unlike most of the mecha girls we have, where she has like a underwear line, a underwear line for her to be beautiful and sexy in. Yo, this kid right here just has bare ass hanging out, and that's what makes this kid beautiful. Because, bruh, we'll get all into that with the articulation, but yes, this right here is a beautiful model kit, bruh, and we we not gonna really spend too much time on the accessories because she really does not come with much, especially for the price. But at the same time, because of how beautiful this kit is, it can kind of make you look over the accessories and appreciate the fact that just appreciate the fact that she doesn't come with much because of how beautiful this kit is. Now, with that being said, let's get into the accessories. Okay, now getting off into accessory breads. As we all know, Windblade here is a a transformer that's based off of a geisha from Japanese culture. And if you follow Transformers, you pretty much know that her main weapons to use are samurai swords. And that's pretty much what you get here with this kit. You get two samurai swords that you got to build, which I will recommend actually gluing these together because like these things will kind of come loose. And yeah, she comes with two samurai swords and she comes with two extra gripping hands, but I don't have the other one because I want to say I used the other one years ago, or not years ago, like a couple months ago for my first one because I think I broke the hand after super gluing it together. But yeah, with that being said, you will have to super glue. Once you build these hands right here, the gripping hands, you will have to super glue these together because they do not stay together what like for nothing. They'll pop apart easily. So yeah, you will have to super glue those. And that's pretty much it for accessories. She comes with two swords and two sets of hands. Nothing else. And honestly, I can't really be mad at that because I don't know much about Windblade to know what other weapons that she used. Now, I did see in one of the Transformers movie, she used a sniper on Starscream to take out him and one of the council members in one of the movies. And bro, I don't think they let's keep it a buck. This figure was just built to look sexy as hell. They not worried about trying to give her like screen accurate snipers and stuff like that. So yeah, we can't complain about nothing. But other than that, for those of y'all that will kind of be upset, like a kind of upset with this, because you do have those accessory lovers that be like, well, she could have came with more. Well, honestly, Windblade is known for just her samurai swords. And this figure right here was mainly just built to be a sexy interpretation of Windblade that was created by an artist. And I ain't gonna lie, this is a beautiful figure. So now with that being said, let's move on into articulation, Brez. Okay, now, moving on into articulation, Brez, and I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This model kit right here breaks the burial of articulation. Like whatever you think, like whatever you want her to do, she can pretty much do it because she is super flexible. And like the artwork, and I want to say because of I want to say the reason why they made the changes to this figure from the original artwork or the original sculpt is so she could be more posable than what she actually is. If you seen like the actual figure, which I'll have pictures of it posted up, and Honestly, I actually want to see more artwork from this, like from this artist. I gotta look up the artist's name. So yeah, and yeah, let's get into that articulation. So as you can see, the jetpack right here, it plugs in into the back. So when you put her together, you're gonna take this right here and you're gonna plug it in right here, which allows it to move. I want to say up and back a little bit. You can go up and down. You got these two hinges right here that can make them go back and forwards. Then they can swivel right here. And that's pretty much it when it comes to articulation for the wings. Now, I'm going to bring my first version in because this one is a lot more smoother with the joints than my second one because she's still freshly built. So, okay, you get a ball joint up here at the head, which allows you to get any type of range that you want. You may want to add a little bit of oil to it so you can kind of loosen it up because it is still kind of like the head for this fit, like this kit right here is tight to the joint or is like tight on the ball joint. So you might want to add a little bit of oil. Now it can go back and forth. You can get that pile driver right there, that good neck, as y'all can see right there. Her arms go out and she can hit a T pose. And as for y'all who don't know, Transformers are now canonly due to Fortnite human size. So you can pose her doing a T pose and pose her catching bodies with your Fortnite figures or Marvel Legends or whoever. So yeah, you get this right here. The little shoulder pad is movable on some little hinges. You get bicep swivel right here. Single jointed arm with double jointed range, which is just beautiful. Which is why I say you really don't need double joints, like double jointed elbows all the time, because a single jointed elbow can still give you the same type of range that a double jointed elbow can give you. And you get, I think her arm's coming apart right there. Yeah, so I might have to super glue that together. Yeah, you get a little bit of a hinge right here for this part of the arm. Then you get a ball joint at the wrist, which allows her to move her hand all kinds of ways. You get this much of an ab crunch going forward, and you can, as you can see, you can get off in there. Like there's a whole lot of articulation that goes into the ab crunch. She can go back that much, which I don't know why you would do that because she's wide open and that looks ugly, but okay. But like I said, she's flexible, Brez. Now, she can kick up that much, back that much, double jointed knees. It's like her, and I just literally took that apart. Now, I ain't gonna lie, some of this stuff you're gonna have to super glue together. You can get ankle articulation, like ankle pivot, back and forths. And you also get a thigh swivel right here. And you also get some articulated butt cheeks, Brez. So yes, the bare ass is articulated. You can get some articulated butt cheek flaps going on. So with that being said, oh yeah, and the legs, there's this little joint right here that allows it to kick forward even more. So she can kick forward like that, but it can also come out a little bit more. If you could see that right there. And right here, turn it right there, and then yeah. So there's a lot of engineering that went into this figure, bro. There's a lot of engineering that went into this model kit, excuse me. So yeah, she is super flexible. She can hit, like, look at that, bro. She is flexible. And just look, and still look at the cheeks on that. She can do, like, she can hit any pose that the average figure can't get. And which I think that's the reason why they changed up the design from the original cheeked up form. So we could do stuff like this, but she's like, she's so beautiful when you pose her. She's like, literally, this kit is This is just a groundbreaking kit. Everything about this kit is beautiful. And honestly, if you get it, I recommend you getting three, or if you can't afford to get three, I mean just get two at least. I recommend everybody especially when you building a model kit, I always recommend you get two because kits always the plastic for kits are always fragile and they always break. So yeah, I always recommend you getting two if you can. So with that being said, Brez, oh yeah, she also got toe articulation right there. So with that being said, Brez, let's get into some size comparison because yeah, I don't want to play around with this figure too much because she's too goddamn like this is just too much of a goddamn beautiful figure. I just enjoy posing this around. Like out of all my mecha girls that I have, she is like literally my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. And this is a model kit. But yeah, let's move into some size comparison, Brez. Okay, Brez, getting into some size comparison. Here she is next to the Mecha Queen, RC, and here she is next to the Mecha Waifu, Nice E, which honestly, bro, Big Firebird need to do a re-release of this figure because this right here is a beautiful figure. But at the same time, yeah, she stands shorter than Nice E. Nice E is taller. But she stands taller than RC. And yes. And honestly, I really can't now that having these two side by side, if for y'all that don't know, they are making a black Arachnia figure, or it's it's up in the air for them to because the artist he did or she did, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but they did Windblade first, RC second, and I think they also got an art like based on Black Arachnia, and I think Black Arachnia will be coming third for this line. So yeah, I can't wait. Like if they do make Black Arachnia, I can't wait to have all three of them side by side because that's gonna be beautiful, man. Because those right there are the three Transformer waifus. Now I know some people like Alita one, but let's keep it a buck. The majority of mecha queens that we see and love are all either Windblade from, and matter of fact, from third parties that we've been getting have all been Windblade, Black Arachnia, and RC. I'm just keeping it a buck. And on top of that, I might end up going back and picking up the Bingo Toys Wind Girl, and I have been debating on getting the Bingo Toys Black Arachnia. Now, with that being said, let's swap these guys out or these girls out with some more figures. And yeah, her hand just came off. Here she is next to another big girl, Big Firebird Himawari. Here she is next to Sour Whiskey, as you guys can see. And they both stand taller than her. Moving them out the way. Here she is next to another Mecha Queen, Athenia, which I'm not gonna lie, they like the scale with these, like you could really do some good world building of like if you're just like one of them type of people that's into like mecha, like super like mechs and robots and stuff like that, you can do some really dope world building with these type of like with these things right here. Cause like yeah, she's Transformers, but if you just want to make it your own thing, you could still like this right here, this combination right here, like you could still you could do something really dope with these. That just looks so cool. And here she is next to another waifu who we all know and love dearly, and that being Sophia F. Shearing right here. If I can get her to stand. And she stand, I ain't gonna lie, yo, Sophia, but then again, it's due to the high heels. Sophia is kind of up there with her. She stands taller than Athenia, but like I said, it's still a cool world building. Now moving Sophia out the way, just cause I'll throw, even though it's pretty much the same as the nice E, I will throw the CDL, the CDL nice EN or RC, which this one is technically based off of RC, just to show y'all how they look together. So yeah, you got that right there. Here she is next to a Fison waifu that we all know and love that I have made, and they go together quite well. Here she is next to another kick bash, which is the metal slug body, Theo body kick bash that I did, and she stands taller than these two girls right here, as you guys can see. Moving them out the way. Here she is next to SH Fig Arts Yamato. And here she is next to, if I can get her to stand, a Super Sonico from Sentinel. And she, like I said, she looks beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, this actually looks beautiful because Windblade is based off of like a geisha from Japanese culture, and Yamato has her outfit, like her outfit that's based off of Japanese culture. Then you got Super Sonic over here, that's like a ninja based off of like this right here. Cause like I said, it could be a cool world building thing you could do. So yeah, that's pretty dope. What else do we got here? I'll bring these out right here. Okay, so moving these girls to the side. Here she is next to a Storms Collectibles Jury, which, like I said, my favorite figure of 2023. Even though I gave it to who did I give it to? Dang, I don't forgot who I gave figure of the year to. But yeah, which is I want to say, but I know she was number two. But honestly, she might have been number one. Yo, favorite figure of 2023 because of how beautiful it is. There is Storm Collectibles Jury. Also, here she is next to SH Fig Arts, the Konoichi Thought from Hell's Paradise because we don't know her name. And yeah, she stands taller than the SH Fig Arts. Same height with a Storm Collectibles. And here she is next. Oh yeah, the assassin. That's who was figure of the year for 2023. I literally done forgot. And the thing is, I actually enjoy this jewelry more than I do the assassin. But because the assassin was such a good figure, that's the reason why I made it figure of the year, because of all of what you got for that, all of what you got with that figure. And here she is next to a second axe Tamanin Asagi Sakura Asagi. Here she is next to a Roman key kick bash with the assassin head on it. For those of y'all who want to see that, that looks dope. For those of y'all who have the assassin in a Roman key body, yeah, this right here, I love this modification or this kick bash to have her suitless. So that looks pretty dope. Now moving these two beautiful queens out the way. Here she is next to another queen that everybody all knows and love, and that is Rainbow Mika. And here she is next to another queen, and that is Toppy Gal. If I can get her to stand. Right here, the Milk Queen. And honestly, like I said, good, like cool world building. You can fit her in with anything, especially with Toppy Gal, since she is a like a cyberpunkish type character, and like Windblade is a cyber and she's falling all over the place. Windblade is a cyber type character or a robot, and drop the hand right there, and you can kind of put them in a world together. And then you got the Armika. And honestly, looking over here in the pile of loot, I want to say that's it for size comparison, Brez, unless y'all want to see, because just for those of y'all who really care, which I don't know why you would do this, but yeah, here she is next to a Mafex Catwoman. Since there she is next to a Mafex Catwoman, and here she is next to a Marvel Legends Power Princess, aka Wonder Woman. So yeah, if you want to, like I said, Transformers are technically canon size, or technically canonized to be human size due to Fortnite. So you can get your Fortnite on, just to let y'all know. So she does go with them quite well. So with that being said, Brez, that is it for the review. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now it's time to move on to the next review, because I had to do this review to just give y'all just to show y'all, just to show appreciation for what we about to get into next. That's the reason why I had to give y'all this review. So with that being said, Brez, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.